Hello and welcome. I'm Nisha Poddar, and you have joined us on Too Sharp. Now, two important picks for the day today are important macroeconomic data, which has a bearing on liquidity conditions. Now, expectations of rate cuts from central banks gains momentum as inflation cools in India as well as the US. In India, inflation and industrial growth has, in the month of February, shown some positive signs. So, retail inflation that dropped to 3.61%, the lowest that we have seen in the last 7 months. Down, remember, from 4.26% in the month of January. Food inflation eased to 3.75% from 6% in Jan, driven by lower prices of vegetables, eggs, as well as pulses. Now, vegetable prices and that inflation turned negative for the first time that we have seen in 20 months, with especially garlic, potato, and tomato contributing 80% of this decline. Rural inflation fell to 3.8% from much higher earlier, while urban inflation declined 3.3% during the month from earlier 3.9% in Jan. Imported inflation that surged from 1.3% in June 2024 to 31.1% in Feb, mainly due to higher prices of precious metals, oil, as well as chemicals. The inflation for Q4 FY25 is now estimated at 3.9%, providing room for further monetary easing by the RBI. Core inflation, excluding food and fuel, remains steady at 4.2% to 4.4%, despite rising gold prices. On the industrial growth data, India's Index of Industrial Production, or IIP, grew 5% in Jan, up from 3.2% in December. Manufacturing has expanded by 5.5%, while mining operations that grew by 4.4%. So cumulative IIP growth April to Jan 2025 stood at 4.2%, lower than 6.7% in the same period last year. On the earnings then, which has a lot of bearing on market momentum as well. 4,000 listed companies reported revenue growth of 6.2% in Q3 FY25, EBITDA up 11% and PAT rose 12%. Strong sectoral performance is seen from capital goods, FMCG, as well as healthcare and pharmaceuticals. Now, with inflation lower than RBI's 4.4% projection for Q4 FY25, well, the monetary policy is likely to turn more accommodative, supporting liquidity and also economic growth in the coming months in terms of expectations from RBI to cut rates by 25 basis points in the month of April, possibly followed by another rate cut in June or August is being built in by the experts. So SBI's research projects a total 75 basis points rate cut in FY25 with a possible additional cut in the month of October. Nomura that expects another 75 basis points rate cut, citing low inflation and also below trend growth, making current policy rates restrictive. Let's now focus on the US. US inflation eases more than what was expected in the month of February. So the US inflation easing has also raised expectations of a rate cut, signaling a positive sign for the Federal Reserve. Now, the Consumer Price Index, or the CPI inflation, that rose 2.8% year-on-year basis with a monthly increase of 0.2%. Now, this reflects a decrease from January's 0.5% increase, falling below economists' expectations. Now, the core inflation, excluding food and fuel prices, that rose 0.2% from the previous month and 3.1% year-on-year. Both core inflation figures are lower than January's increase. When we focus on consumer price data, that highlights a mixed picture of inflation progress towards the Federal Reserve's 2% target, remember. Now, prices for common consumer staples like eggs are rising sharply due to a nationwide egg shortage. When we talk about eggs in the US, their prices surged by 10.4% in the month of February and also nearly 60% higher than last year. Overall, food prices increased 0.2% month over month and 2.8% year on year. Used car prices have also risen, while new vehicle prices have slightly declined. When we talk about car insurance costs, those have also increased by 0.3% and are up over 11% from the past year. Housing related costs saw their smallest gains since December 2021 in the US, with shelter costs up 4.2%. Now, President Trump has praised February's inflation data, expressing it as very good news. Only the initial 10% tariff on Chinese imports were in effect during this period, so that is something to be critical about. There are concerns about future effects of the tariffs on consumer prices. Federal Reserve Bank of New York reports consumers' financial outlook for the coming year has worsened. And this is a factor to be kept in mind because more consumers expect to be in a worse financial situation a year from now, reaching its highest level that we have seen since November 2023. Now, the likelihood of missing a future debt payment has risen to the highest level since April 2022-20, and this is a big concern. So the challenges for the Federal Reserve is on balancing the slowing growth against rising price pressures, which complicates the Fed's goal of stable inflation and a healthy labor market. All eyes are on easing the liquidity conditions and the factors that are impacting it. With that, it's a wrap on Too Sharp. Thanks so much for tuning in.